it's this revelation that I've had recently, that being raised by a single mother teaches you how to be independent, teaches you how to like navigate the world, how to be self-sufficient.
This is good.
Without having my father in the household, helping to raise me. I had other positive male influences through coaches and all of that, which were amazing. But without having the father in the household, it didn't allow me to see partnership.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the give and take. So my mindset going in was like, okay, I'm good. Like, I only need a partner to make sure is he taking care of his business.
Okay.
if he can be responsible for himself, I'm already responsible for myself. All we got to do is just come together. We're gonna be good. Everything else is an overflow.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, everything else is an overflow. And so when reality hit, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good, and he's great. You really are great. But I was like, okay, I'm just not I'm enough. Not in the sense I'm not enough, but what I'm bringing to the table isn't just enough. That's not what carries a marriage. Like, it has to be the partnership. It has to be togetherness, helping to grow the relationship. Cause I was like, like I'm good. Like, I'm good financially. I'm good with all this other kind of stuff.
So what were you expecting? Your goodness. What did you expect for Kevin to do, or what did you expect for you not to do?
All I needed him to do was what I couldn't do alone. Like, I love myself to the fullest that I can do without being over the top, arrogant, all that stuff. Like, I love myself fully. Like, I receive myself how God loves me.
Okay. That's good.
What I wanted was, okay, now I get the extra stuff, like the being spoiled. Your man's coming in and he taking care of you, like, I'm so independent. Not because I want to, but because that's just how life is. You got to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, okay, I can share this with somebody else. Somebody else can do this because I don't like to do this. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't work. I would rather do something else and let go of that responsibility as a primary. So all I was expecting for him was to come, be responsible for himself, and then just like love on your girl. Help me, because I was like, I'm always in a leadership position. I'm always have to be like the strong friend, all of that.
Yeah.
I just want to be a little lady, I just want to be precious and all that, like that's how I feel on the inside. But so I have to I have to show up differently. So I was expecting
what was
him to
different
do that.
than what actually happened? How was that expectation kind of like not met?
It wasn't met in the way that I needed it to be met. Like at the frequency, the I wanted just 100% flown in there. He gave that to me, and then the pandemic like kind of ended, and then the world opened back up. And then now it's not the same level. Like, all we had was each other. We didn't watch TV. We were just into each other. We didn't have distractions of the world.
Wow.
And that's a part of dating during the pandemic. People are not necessarily talking about, like, you had this time together, and then the world opens up, and then it's like, okay, this is how you date when the world opens up. So, all the things that happened with that, his job changed. And so that added an extra level of stress. So this is a level of stress I ain't never seen before, my mother went through, her quick health and decline and passed. And now there's a responsibility of, you're newlyweds and you're going through, death,
grief.
And grief. And what does that look like?
Right.
And, so that was a whole nother weight. And, just transitioning and growing up. And there's just a responsibility that you don't think has to be there. And you realize it is. So yeah, that's what I got so far. Go ahead and get in there.
If you want to see another clip of this episode, click right here. If you want to see another video about relationship topics, click right here.